What is up, guys? Welcome back to Rambling About Wrestling. This is Rambling on the way to work, except I am at work already. I'm just sitting in the parking lot. I just wanted to talk, I wanted to ramble about TNA Slammiversary last night. I'm seeing a lot of mixed reviews on Twitter. Guys, if you weren't there, you can't say anything. I'm sorry. It was a really, really good show. I wouldn't say all the decisions were the right decisions, but in the spur of the moment, it was a good show, and it was a lot of fun. I know Eamon's going to be laughing if he watches this, because I just kept telling him, well, it was a good show. It was a great show. There were some really bad decisions made in the main event, and we're going to get to that. I only have like 15 minutes recording on my phone. Getting to the show, first of all, security was so easy. Like, UBS Arena, check my bag, please. Just went right through. Really, really easy. No issues with that. Met up with a couple of people, really nice guys. Merch table, got myself a poster. Hopefully I'll be able to hang it up in my office. Got the program, and I also got a nice event t-shirt, which I cannot wear because I have to dress professional today. The vibe at the show, everybody was excited. Everybody was there to have a good time. It's like, they just didn't care what the outcome was going to be on the show. They just wanted to go, watch some good wrestling, and go home. And the tickets were cheap. So a lot of people that bought, they ended up getting like 7,500 buys, which is very, very good. That's great ticket sales. They opened up pretty much the whole first bowl of the arena. So really, really good. I'm just watching this guy pull out of his spot. There's a lot of Marissa's here. Oh, she's singing, or is she on the phone? I can't tell. Now she can see me talking into my phone. Anyway, a lot of casuals here that really don't keep up with the TNA product. Much like myself, I do keep up with the product, but I haven't watched in a couple of weeks. So the thing that I liked is that before the matches started on the show, they gave us a little bit of background about how we got here, in case you didn't know. For everybody that bought the cheap seats. And I thought that was great, because everybody knew exactly what the stakes were. You saw who the favorite was, who the champion was. Like, obviously, if you watch NXT, you kind of had a little bit of an idea of what was going to be. Marissa's not getting out of her car. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. She didn't look at me good. So, firstly, I want to talk about NXT with JC Jane and Trick Williams. You have your two TNA champions under contract with another company. I guess it's good for exposure, but for the TNA brand as a whole, it's not very good. I would have had Trick lose in the main event personally, but we will get to that in a couple of minutes. JC Jane, wow, what a turnaround she's had. I was not happy when she won the NXT title from Stephanie Vaquer. Now I'm okay with it because she's really building up her stock. NXT really needed to build up some new women. And I know JC's been there for a couple of years. She's the workhorse of this division. She's now a 2-division champion. She's not only the NXT Women's Champion, she's now the brand new TNA Knockouts Champion, beating Masha Slamovich, who's been pretty dominant. Nobody really beats Masha. But I'm sure Masha's going to get the win back at some point. This was just for the shock factor. But really good for JC. Very happy for her and her whole group. The Fatal Influence. They're really doing good things. Great women's tag team that they'll probably bring up because NXT doesn't need women's tag teams. They don't have a division. They'll need them on the main roster. So really great match. JC Jane, I was shocked she won because I really thought it was going to go to Masha, because if TNA already has Trick Williams as the world champion, who's in NXT, I feel like a TNA guy should have won the WWE title, but honestly, with WWE being petty in the way that it is, there may never be a TNA wrestler to hold the WWE title. Because if the relationship were to disappear like that, then WWE just lost their championship. And I don't know if they want a TNA guy in that lineage. Other matches that were really, really great. You had Leon Slater's crowning moment. Him versus Moose was by far my match of the night. Moose is just awesome. I go crazy for him. I've seen him twice now. Saw him at Battleground. I think was it Battleground? No, it was Roadblock. Sorry, I'm screwing it up. The one at MSG in the theater. Moose had Obafemi there. Me and Amy were going nuts for that. I love Moose. Moose drops it in a great back and forth match. Leon Slater really showed his heart. Young, really, really young talent. Now he's the youngest ever X Division champion. And what better way to celebrate your youngest X Division champion than having one of the greatest, if not the greatest, X Division champions in AJ Styles coming out to cut a promo on him and really solidify this win. And Leon didn't know Styles was coming out. Leon was marking out in the middle of the ring. Styles came out to his TNA theme song, I Am. Never thought I would sing that one loud with 7,000 plus. That was a lot of fun. I'll get that video out there. I still got a lot to post. Leon Slater's going to be in WWE at some point, guys. WWE clearly has their eye on him. And who wouldn't? He's just too good. And he's so young. Really great moment there with Styles coming out. I wish he wrestled a match. Another person that came out to cut a little bit of a promo after probably the second best match of the night. You had Bully Ray Dudley. Please unblock me on Twitter. Come on. I did nothing wrong. The guy's got me blocked, and I'll never get over that. Like, he met Eamon. It was nice to Eamon. Why am I blocked on Twitter? I'll never understand it. But after the Hardys really had a crazy ladder match, you just can't bet against them in ladder matches. Like, they were teasing that, oh, maybe this is the end for the Hardys. This could be the retirement. They've kind of been doing that same story on and off. But the last time that the Hardys were in a ladder match, I'm pretty sure it was the last time they won the titles. This time they won the titles yet again. So they just keep giving them tag belts, which is fine. Hardys are great. Jeff really turned himself around. He's doing good now. I would love to see them have a final run in WWE, and it's definitely possible. They did show up in NXT, and Fraxium beat them. No, sorry. They beat Fraxium because that was for the TNA titles, the tag titles. My bad, guys. Great ladder match. Top Dollar. I hope you're okay. I don't know why you're jumping off the top of a ladder while it's falling, and then you go balls first. Ugh. God, that was one of the nastiest things I seen. Top Dollar, man. For those of you sleeping on him, I know you guys a lot of people like to make fun of him. He is actually really, really entertaining, and he gets it. And he's finally got his stride. I saw him in MLW a couple of years, was it last year? He's just fun. He plays to the crowd, and he knows what he's doing. So the fact that he's in TNA now in a ladder match with the Hardys, having one of these spots that's going to be talked about for a very long time, although it may not be for the reasons we want it to be, Top Dollar has top dollar. He has potential, okay? And I do like, what's their group? First Class? I actually really like them. And they had a little bit of a thing going with Trick Williams. They kind of dropped it, I guess. I don't know why. But, hey, don't sleep on Top Dollar. He was probably the standout of that whole tag team ladder match. But Hardys win. Bully Ray comes out, says we're getting them, the Hardys versus the Dudley Boys, one more time in October. I think it's a couple years too late, guys. But look, for the nostalgia, I'm all for it, I guess. Let's hope nobody gets hurt. Especially Devon. I don't know what kind of shape he's in to wrestle. But that should be something. Definitely something. Other matches to note. What else was really good on this card? Tessa Blanchard, Indy Hartwell happened. My boy Manny actually went to the merch table to get a program because I bought a program and he wanted one as well during this match. And he actually got a picture with Steve Macklin. So when you go to a lot of these shows, not WWE or AEW, but like any of the independent shows, or I guess TNA, sometimes the wrestlers would just be chilling by the merch stand. I noticed that. So he had a really fun picture with him. I'm jealous, but I got to watch a full match, and those chants directed at Tessa, guys, I think we could chill just a little bit. But Santino did suspend her indefinitely, so maybe she's just done with the company. I don't know. Indy looked good, though. And I'm thinking they're going to really push her to be in the Knockouts world title picture at some point. When that happens, I don't know, because TNA just doesn't know when to pull the trigger sometimes. Speaking of not knowing when to pull the trigger, how do you not crown Santana, guys? How do you not do it? It's the same issue over and over and over and over again. TNA does the same exact things. When the time is right and you have the most eyes on you you've ever had, you need to have that moment. That's the icing on top of the cake. When they had the lightning in a bottle with Joe Hendry at first, they had that 6-way match. Everybody wanted Joe Hendry to win it. Nope, let's give it to Ziggler. Pretty sure they gave it to Nemeth. Hendry had to wait months to get that title reign. And people may argue that it was a couple months too late. I don't think so, because Hendry was still in the Rumble, and clearly that was the goal. They wanted the TNA belt on the Rumble, and he was also on WrestleMania against Randy freaking Orton, guys. So Joe Hendry, I wouldn't say was a missed opportunity. I just think they delayed it just because of what WWE wanted to do with him. He'll be in WWE once his contract is up. He may even have his swan song this week on Impact. It's Hendry versus Santana. Trick Williams has been doing great as the TNA champion. Still strange to have a WWE guy as their top champion, but Trick needed something. He's probably going to get called up soon, and they didn't have anything else for him in NXT. So this is something different at least. Mike Santana, the former House of Glory World Champion. Everybody in New York is all for this guy. He is no longer with the House of Glory, which means he's TNA full-time. He got added to this match to be a 3-way by popular demand, and he did not win. He had one of the craziest entrances coming through the crowd. I wish they put a spotlight on him because I couldn't find him. Manny had no problem finding him. But Santana looked really great. Huge star power. And then they just do an injury angle with Trick Williams on the outside. And Santana goes to win the match. And Trick runs in and just steals it. How many times are we going to do this, guys? Santana should have had it. I didn't think that the wind was sucked out of the arena. The breath was sucked out of the arena. I didn't think so. It was still a great match. And it was like, damn, Trick. Well, Santana's going to get his moment. But I look on Twitter after the fact, and people are pissed. People are not happy. They're saying everybody bought their ticket to see Santana win. No, I really don't think so. People bought tickets because they were cheap. And they wanted to see a wrestling show on a Sunday night. So those of you that are saying Santana really missed opportunity, I think it is a missed opportunity because you would have had a brand new star made immediately with all fresh eyes on your company. Now, contract news with Santana, I think his contract expires in December at the end of the year. And he's probably not going to get another title shot till October at Bound for Glory. I'm pretty sure they said that was October. So you're going to have him be champion for 2.5 months, 3 months max. I don't think he's ever going to get that belt, guys, because Santana's going to get sucked up right into NXT. Him, Joe Hendry. I could see Masha Slamovich going there. Moose could even be going there. That might have been his last match. I understand he's a Scott D'Amore guy, and Scott D'Amore's not there. So why does Moose have any allegiance to TNA? I don't really know. But there's going to be a couple guys that WWE's going to take, and they need to rebuild their NXT division because they got nobody, and they're calling up Ricky most likely. They need some fresh faces, and just taking these TNA guys and placing them there is perfect. Overall, Slammiversary was excellent, guys. I really enjoyed it. There were no duds. The pre-show was eh. But, oh, by the way, Enzo still got it. Real one, Zilla Fatu. Seeing Zilla on the TNA show is just crazy. It opens up the opportunity for him to be on WWE, even though he's not under TNA contract. I guess with Enzo's company that he's got, they have some type of partnership. It's the partnership with the partnership with the partnership. I don't know. TNA got a lot of partners. That was a great promo on the pre-show. Enzo coming out really got the crowd ready to go for this show. Perfect way to start it. I would have had him open the show, but they couldn't do that, I guess, for reasons beyond me. But I got to cut this now because we're cutting up on 15 minutes, and it won't let me post it if it's any longer. So I've been your host, Nick Pearl. This has been Rambling on the way to work. I'm about to walk in and post this. So let me know your thoughts on Slammiversary. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? All right, I got to go. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.